Hello and welcome. You're watching Markets Today. I'm Sakshi Batra, and this is where we discuss all about the market opening, how the markets have opened, as well as what are the triggers that are impacting the markets right now, and therefore, what should you be really doing with your investments in the stock market. So, over the next 3 to 4 minutes, all updates about the market opening action and the factors you need to watch. First up, the markets opened higher on a positive note, right ahead of the RBI's policy, of course, taking some cues from across the globe. US markets shut shop on a positive note overnight, and the Asian markets also provided some kind of a positive fillip as well. However, right after opening, we have seen slight dip from the opening highs in today's trading session. Of course, there are two big events that the markets are watching. One is the RBI's monetary policy review, and the statement is slated to come out at 10 a.m. when RBI Governor Shakti Das will be talking about what the MPC has really decided in its first monetary policy review of financial year 2023. So it's going to be extremely crucial. Remember, from March 2020 onwards, right after the COVID 19 pandemic and lockdown hit us, the RBI had maintained an extremely loose and an easy monetary policy, held rates from that time until now, keeping a very accommodative stance, pushing growth at this point in time. But scenarios are changing over the globe, across the globe. We are seeing more and more central banks across the world talking about removal of the excess liquidity provided during the COVID-19 pandemic times and increasing interest rates, thereby controlling inflation. Of course, inflation is becoming a bigger problem in India as well, with domestic fuel prices on an everyday going on getting hiked, as well as gas prices hiking, and across the commodity space we are seeing price rise as well, and that is definitely fueling more inflation in India as well. So how is the RBI governor going to walk this tightrope between balancing growth and pushing growth and curbing inflation at this point in time? That is going to be extremely important. Of course, there's a larger buzz that we need to find out when will the RBI also turn its policy or reverse its policy towards interest rates. However, for this time around, most of the experts believe there won't be any rate hikes, but there could be some sense in the commentary of RBI Governor Shakti Das, which indicates that there will be a focus towards curbing inflation. There could also be a revision of the inflation forecast for this year higher. Earlier, RBI governor had talked about a 4.5% inflation for this financial year, but there could be some upward revision, keeping in mind the recent data of inflation coming in across the globe, and because of Ukraine-Russia crisis, inflation getting further fueled up as well. So that's going to be extremely important to for the markets also to cater to any sentiments towards this. Could actually any comments towards inflation and reversal of policy rates, or any hawkish stance by the RBI governor, could definitely upset the investor sentiment as well. So that's going to be an extremely important task. Let's come to the market opening today. So the market climbed 240 odd points, or 0.4% higher, to open at 59,276. The Nifty also opened 75 points higher, 0.4% up, to at over 17,715. However, right now we are seeing the Nifty slip below 17,700 mark. The broader markets trading higher as well, providing some kind of a support. Remember, yesterday again, we have seen, after some days of FIIs back in a buying spree into the Indian market, with few 100,000 crore rupees shares being bought on an everyday basis. But yesterday, again, selling pressure could be seen. FIIs have increased the selling pressure, offloaded shares worth over 5,000 odd crore rupees in yesterday's trading session, and the domestic investors invested about 1774 odd crore rupees of worth of shares in the Indian markets as well. Overall speaking, there will be a whole lot of other stocks that you need to watch out for. Ruchi Soya, after the FPO, is going to be listing, so that stock will be in focus. Of course, yesterday we saw a plunge of 14% right ahead of the FPO. How will the listing happen? All of that will be important to track. Banks will be in focus, of course. RBI unveils norms for banks to set up digital banking units. That's going to be an important one to watch out for. There's going to be an eye on insurers. IRDAI has urged the government to remove the 100 crore rupees entry cap for insurers. So that's going to be another positive. OMCs are going to be in focus. Brent crude has slipped below $100 a barrel for the first time since March 17. So some kind of support from the oil prices. M&M has said that SsangYong has ended pact with Edison Motor led group. Some volatility could be expected on this stock. stock. Again, IB Realty stock is going to be in focus. A 100 crore rupee QIP has been launched at 106 rupees per share. Keep an eye out on that. There's going to be an eye on Trent as well. Tata Group has officially launched the super app Tata Neo that could provide some fillip to Tata Trent as well. Infosys and Rolls-Royce together will be launching new innovation centers, so that stock also could be in focus. All in all eyes on the RBI governor. So do stay tuned with us to watch the entire, speech of RBI Governor Shaktikanta Das live on Business Today YouTube platforms starting 10 a.m. Also, for the entire coverage on what are experts really making of the RBI governor's statements later on, and how should you be really planning your investments thereafter? How will it impact your wallets? To understand all of that, do stay tuned onto a Business Today platform. English and Hindi, both these platforms will be running the live speech as well. Thanks a lot for tuning in for now.